very, very briefly talk about MIS plugins. Now, this is going to be brief, so sorry if you have been waiting for this section, but there's so many different plugins. We have to so many different providers. So we can't go through them all in a lot of detail. But fundamentally, what they're all doing is allowing you to push your order information and artwork into your whatever your third-party provider is. So if I go to Connect plugins, now you will not have a list probably anywhere near as long as this. I've got a lot enabled on my little training platform here, but it does show the kind of scope of the kind of things which we have worked on, even if they're not all immediately available. So this is things like integrating with PrintIQ is a big one. We do Tharstern, Vericore, LabelTrack, CERM. Those are ones that have warranted having their own personalized integration being made. Now, they do all have their own unique capabilities based on what that platform allows and how it does things. So, for example, PrintIQ has a product sync. So you can actually get products to sync back into Infigo or vice versa. Whereas some of the other integrations might not have that because they don't allow it. But fundamentally, what they're doing is allowing you to push order information into that MIS so you can manage it from there. Might include your artwork. And then in the vast majority of cases, you can get status updates back into Infigo via webhook as well. So you don't have to just manually update everything. And then, of course, when the status is updated back in Infigo, it has a knock-on effect where that can update the customer if you want it to as well. So it can trigger an email, for example. Now, the configuration is different but the same for all of these different integrations. What you're doing again is providing credentials so you can link your two systems, and there's associated settings based on that particular integration as to whether you want to do things or not do things. But then what you're doing in many cases is making sure that you've linked certain scenarios within Infigo into certain scenarios within your MIS. So, for example, this might be, I have a certain product with certain attribute specifications. This links to a certain product specification, which is in PrintIQ, for example, and you need to marry them together. And what we're looking for in this case is a button which you'll see in quite a few different places because you can link quite a few things, is a green Connect Link button. So I can go to my product management, for example. I remember where it is. It's on the variant. There we go. So I've gone to my product variant, and you can see there's this green Connect link. And what that allows you to do, generally speaking, is to relate the area you just clicked Connect Link for. So in this case, that particular product, you can put in an external ID to link to something equivalent on your MIS. Now, depending on the integration, you might be able to do a lot more or a lot less in this particular window. But fundamentally, that's what you're doing. You're linking up those scenarios. Okay, a lot of those MIS systems, the integrations we provide at least, do have documentation on the Academy. So you can find those if you need to, or if you're struggling to set one up or you want more information on a particular integration, give us a shout and we can try and help you out.